All right, this is from Pro Football Focus. Let's run through a couple of these. It's three biggest needs. This is a draft preview. Defensive interior line, and they go with early fit and late fit for the Browns. You've got Logan Hall as the interior defensive guy from Houston. Jaden Peavy is the late fit. Pascal from Kentucky is the early fit. Wright as the late fit. From UAB, that's on the edge rusher. And then wide receiver Tolbert from South Alabama and Johnson from Tulsa, early and late fit at wide receiver. When you look at that, Logan Hall, Scott's another guy that from Houston has kind of been tied to the Browns. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, he's an interesting guy. I love the size. He's like 6'6", 283. To me, he's a question of where does he fit? Because I've seen, Dane Brugler from The Athletic has him listed under the edge rushers, I believe. And you see him if you look at defensive end. Now, sometimes the end is a 3-4 D end, but a 4-3 tackle. That line gets a little blurry sometimes. But I think the Browns are a team and a coaching staff that could take him and say, okay, maybe he's the end on first down, and he's that run-stopping guy opposite Myles Garrett. And then on second and third down, you slide him inside, and he can rush from the interior. I think there's legitimate pass rush flexibility with Logan Hall, which is why I think he's really intriguing. Because I don't know, maybe he could get bigger, but at 283, at 6'6", he's not a Travis Jones, right? He doesn't occupy blockers. He's not a kind of lower his body and just sit in the middle. That's not the player he is. So I think they could do stuff with him though from a versatility standpoint. Pascal's interesting. 44 might be a little high for that. I don't know if he gets to 78. There's a lot of people that like him and have seen him connected with the Browns. Again, I think he's a guy you like that size, and it's so interesting. You look at those names, the guys, the early, you go, okay, I really like qualities. The late fits, you go, yeah, well, this is a problem. This is a problem. Well, that's what happens when you start looking at 6th and 7th rounders. There's more things to pick at.
Yeah, and the other thing is you're looking for specific skills that you can utilize late in and the Browns have been very good with that, in finding guys that have specific fits for their scheme, at least the last couple of years.